Voters are from Venus, and the media is from Mars. At least that's how it feels listening to the different questions the media and voters ask presidential candidates of both parties.
Your friend Steven Tyler is asking for a cease and desist order.
I just finished my master's degree, and now during my job search, I'm told I'm either overly or underly qualified. I believe the unemployment rate is skewed. What can you do to improve the job market for people like me?
The disconnect that I feel between the questions I get asked, particularly by the national media, and the questions that voters ask me, it is a gulf.
Senator, you have been known to draw a lot of big crowds, but there is some question about electability. Why do you think you can beat Hillary Clinton?
The outsourcing of the jobs, the American jobs, so how do we reverse that, Bernie?
The national media tends to ask questions about the horse race or the headlines, and voters tend to ask questions about their lives.
What do you say to your loyalists who fear that you botched it last night and they're starting to walk away?
Specifically, what you're going to do to help people get out of poverty, especially kids who are being set up to not have any chance in the future.
How do you feel you need to do here in New Hampshire?
I think there's a lot of waste in our Pentagon spending, and I don't want taxes to be raised to pay for government spending at the expense of the younger people that are not in this audience.
The media asks questions that feed a daily news cycle, while voters ask questions with a longer time frame.
So you had a phone call with Kanye?
Yes.
Could you tell us a little bit about that?
What steps would you take to get money out of political campaigns?
We also desperately need national support, and we need the national support to stop the flow of illegal drugs into our country.
On your poll numbers, you're in New Hampshire right now. How well do you have to do in Iowa to make it here?
And what you would do as president to take care of Citizens United or to get big money out of politics.
The polls are showing that you're down in the single digits. What is your plan specifically here in New Hampshire to bring that number up?
Tell me about Social Security in 30 seconds because I know you have to go.
Should New Hampshire continue to be first in the nation?
I would ask, why would I vote for Ted Cruz? And I have to answer him in 10 words or less. What am I supposed to say?
Governor, I'm a newlywed millennial, so I care deeply about our nation's fiscal issues.
If you're watching Democratic debate, who are you rooting for?
I think that this is probably the most divisive time this country has seen since the war between states. I think partisanship is the same way.
If you're elected president, are you committed to maintaining the tradition of the First in the Nation primary here in New Hampshire?
Identify the top 3 or 4 issues you would address within your first 100 days.
How are you different from Donald Trump? Your style is so much different than his.
My question is about equal pay for women.
So with voters and media living on different planets, combined with political candidates programmed to answer in talking points only, this political Tower of Babel communicates nothing. Just one more root cause of our broken political system.